Hello, friends, and welcome back to the another amazing live stream. So, guys, Democrats have just drawn a line in the sand over IC, and Republicans are already signaling they are ready to shoot down what Democrats call basic reforms. So, guys, here is what's happening. Congress barely passed a short-term funding measure to keep the Department of Homeland Security running, but that deal expires on Feb 13, and that's days away. And Democrats are saying they will not support another funding extension unless IC agrees to new constraints. So, what are those demands? Actually, those are body cameras for agents, clear visible identification, no mask during the operations. So, guys, judicial warrants before entering homes or detaining individuals, and guarantees that American citizens are not detained or deported, and the right for people to sue if their civil rights are violated. Now, Democrats argue these are standard law enforcement norms. They say IC should operate like every other federal, state, or local police department. Republicans, especially House Speaker Mike Johnson, are pushing back hard. He says IC agents needs masks because they are being dogs and targeted. He is also resisting the push for mandatory judicial warrants in certain reformant actions. And on top of that, some Republicans want to use this moment to go after sanctuary cities, arguing Democratic led cities are obstructing federal immigration enforcement. So, this is not just about ICE, this is about immigration policy, executive power, law enforcement accountability, and political leverage, all colliding at once. So, guys, here background impact matters here. So, guys, ICA has faced increasing scrutiny over the aggressive enforcement tactics, especially during protests and high profile raids. Critics argue that agents operating without visible identification or warrants erodes public trust and civil liberties. While supporters argue IC is dealing with national security threats and violent offenders and needs operational flexibility. Now, a layer that onto a polarized political climate and a looming funding deadline. Democrats actually hold leverage because without their votes, DHS risk a shutdown. And that wouldn't just impact ICE, it would affect TSA, FEMA, the Coast Guard, entire branches of Homeland Security. However, ICE and Customs and Border Protection also have the separate funding pools from previous legislation, which complicates the pressure dynamic. So, guys, what could happen next? In this scenario, Republicans negotiate minor concessions, maybe body camera standards or clearer ID rules, and Democrats claim a partial reform win. Scenario 2 is Republicans refuse meaningful changes, Democrats block the funding bill, and DHS faces a partial shutdown. If that happens, Republicans will likely frame it as a Democrats shutting down border security. Democrats will frame it as Republicans refusing the basic accountability. And scenario 3 is they pass the another short-term continuing resolution, buying more time and kicking the fight down the road. So, guys, that's often how Washington handles standoffs. But here is the political reality in my perspective. Immigration is one of the most emotionally charged issues in American politics. Any reform debate instantly becomes a base mobilization tool. Democrats are positioning this as a civil right and accountability issue. Republicans are positioning it as border security and officer protection. Both sides are speaking to their voters. The real question is whether there is a room for middle ground where the IC operates with clear standards without being politically weakened. If negotiations collapse, the Feb 13 deadline becomes a pressure cooker. Markets react to shutdown fears. Agencies prepare contingency plan. Political messaging intensifies, and voters once again watch Washington brickmanship. So, guys, this fight is bigger than a funding bill. It's about how federal power is exercised, who gets oversight authority, and whether enforcement agencies are above or equal to standard law enforcement rules. The clock is ticking, and the outcome could shape immigration enforcement policy heading into the next election cycle. So, guys, that was the update from my side. Thank you so much for joining and being with me till the end. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, kindly give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel for such amazing breakdowns daily. And let us know your thoughts in the comments. What are your thoughts on these new reforms? Will it get accepted or will this bring ICE and DHS into limbo? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would love to hear and respond back. Thank you.